Well, famous New York City street and music photographer Ricky Powell thinks of himself, appropriately so, as an individualist.
That's right, and after spending an afternoon with him in the Village, it's not hard to see how he has managed to find himself at the center of what's going on in art, music, and culture for more than the past 30 years.
Rick Rubin started Def Jam out of his dorm room, Weinstein Hall, on University Place.
In Washington Square Park, Ricky Powell is surrounded in every direction by the hip-hop revolution he documented with his camera some 30 years ago. Nowadays, though, it's dogs that tend to get the biggest rise out of him.
Oh man, here comes this guy with my favorite dogs. Love this guy. Hey! Homie!
He calls himself the Lazy Hustler, and it's pics like this that have earned him more than 22,000 followers on Instagram.
I love dogs. They're just naturally adorable. And I love the interaction with them.
A professional photographer since 1985, he took legendary images of artists, models, actors, and musicians on the way up. At Ava's on West 8th, his influence is everywhere, from the vegetarian burrito named in his honor to his famous images which cover the walls. It was in this neighborhood as a kid that he first met the king at rock Adam Horovitz. It's a relationship that opened lots of doors as hip-hop busted into the mainstream.
I open up USA Today and I see Raising Hell Tour, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini, Beastie Boys, and I'm just like, I gotta be there.
And there he was, snapping iconic images as some of hip-hop's most legendary acts tore it up on stage and off.
I said, wow, this is the big time. And they gave me a bed on the tour bus. And I went on that leg for like a week. And that was big.
It was that access that led to these classic shots from the making of what many consider to be the Beastie Boys' magnum opus, Paul's Boutique. It even earned him a shout-out so good, we can only play part of it on air. All of it developing into a career that lets him create on his own terms, at his own pace.
When you put your pants on and get out the house, anything's possible.
Hey.
So great getting to hang with Ricky Powell. I mean, he doesn't get more New York than that.
Very cool.
It's amazing. He's got incredible stories from back in the day, as you'd imagine, most of which we could not share in that story. And it's really not too hard to see why people always wanted him to be on the scene. If you want to check out his pics on Instagram, the account is The Lazy Hustler. He's got lots of great pics, so worth a follow there for sure. Ricky, thanks. That was good hanging out with him.
Yeah, that
Cool.
was good.
Fun
I like
stuff.
the fact that he's into dogs now, too.
Totally,
Very
right?
cool.
Right. It's another point of reference for sure.
Yep, our people.
But he doesn't own one. He said it's too much work, which is true. That's someone who just got a puppy. He's right. I'm like, he gets more brilliant to me by the day. Boy, I can agree with that. Out of it's your mind for sure, for sure. All right, so today was perfect. I mean, literally.